Joining us live now to break down these final days, King 5 political analyst Gary Locke, former governor of Washington, Commerce Secretary, and U.S. Ambassador to China. Gary, thanks for being with us tonight.
My pleasure.
First, what do you make of the candidates' closing messaging? Trump telling voters he's going to fix it. Harris is asking people to turn the page. Are these effective messages in your mind?
Well, I think they're trying to appeal to whatever few undecided voters there are. But I think the key message is to turn out their base, to reassure them, their supporters, that they are in line with their views and their priorities, and really just trying to make sure that those supporters do get out and vote.
I think a lot of people are nervous about what's going to happen between Election Day and certification. As you know, the Supreme Court today allowed Virginia to remove 1,600 voters from the rolls days before the election. The GOP has already initiated multiple lawsuits, even before the election. How concerned are you about all of this and what may come?
Well, I'm just hoping that our election officials are doing everything above board. Most of them across the United States are really nonpartisan and really want a fair, efficient, and a sound election process. But clearly, we may not know the winner of the presidential race for many days to come, given the fact that there are ballots that have to be counted. Some states allow them to be received after election day, such as the state of Washington, as long as they were postmarked before election day. And then you also have the ballots coming from overseas, the military. And with these tight races, I'm sure there's going to be a constant counting and recounting.
What do you think the candidates need to do between now and Election Day to really drive their messages home? Let's start with Harris.
I think she really needs to speak directly to the American people, convey her understanding of their angst, their anxieties, their worries, their fears and concerns, but also then lay out a message as to why she is the right person to move forward.
And what about Trump? We've heard a lot of his messaging. We're seeing the posters that say he's going to fix what he thinks is wrong with America. And we saw his Madison Square Garden rally. What do you think is going to be his messaging, and what do you think is going to push him across the finish line successfully, if he is?
Well, former President Trump's personality is such that he will continue to be very bombastic and very sarcastic and really denigrating other people, political parties, but also ethnic groups. But he's also going to try to capitalize on the concern about the cost of living and the economy and jobs. So I think that what he's really trying to do is motivate his base and reinforce in them that he's really an outsider, that he's anti-establishment, even though he's about as establishment as you can come.
And then finally, I know we keep talking about these 7 swing states and that's a dead heat. Is there one or two that you're going to really be focusing on that you think could make or break it for either candidate? Which would be the states?
I think they're all going to be in play. Some of the polls show that President Trump is ahead in one state and Kamala Harris is ahead in another state. But these polls have always been wrong, and there's such a close margin of error when they're virtually tied, and the polls are saying plus or minus, their accuracy is plus or minus 1 or 2 or 3%. That really means that they really don't know what's going to happen. So we're just going to have to wait until election night.
And you're going to be with us for election night so we can get your analysis as we wait it out through the night and, as you say, maybe in the days ahead. Gary Locke, thank you so much. We always appreciate your time. Appreciate it. Thank you.
My pleasure.